Hi, thank you for visiting our YouTube channel today. I'm Carol Knott-Tiff, Remax Integrity, and I have with me today Sharon Burgoon. Sharon's with SWBC Mortgage. She and I have known each other and worked together for years. Today we're going to talk about something that's come up quite a bit in recent conversations. I have had 3 phone calls just in the past week wanting to know about down payment assistance programs. And so I reached out to Sharon to get some knowledge because things change in the market all the time, and she stays on top of that end of it more than I do. And I learned a lot, so I brought her in. So Sharon, let's talk about down payment assistance. And thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Who can get one? What kind of loan? Whatever you want to talk about it.
So down payment assistance programs are not just for first-time home buyers. We have programs that also help people that have owned homes. So anyone is eligible for a first-time home program if they fit into the parameters, the income parameters that we have.
You mean a down payment assistance program, not
Yes.
a first-time home?
That is correct.
Yes.
Any kind of down payment assistance program.
Yeah.
So you do not need to be a first-time home buyer.
So what does a buyer who wants to utilize a down payment assistance program have to do? What are they required by government or law or whatever?
So it's an income-based program. We look at their income based on what the median income is in the area that they're looking to buy. Right now, you're looking at $81,600 is 80% of the median income. So we look at that, and if they do qualify for that, they qualify for many programs that we have for down payment assistance.
Okay, I don't think I even understand the 81,000 and
Maybe
all
we
that.
should
So
say that.
no, I think that's important information. But so you're saying if a person makes at least 81,000 a year, they might qualify for this down payment
That is
assistance.
correct.
Okay.
Yes. Even people that make a little bit more, there are other programs for down payment assistance.
Okay, so if somebody's in the 50,000 range in our area, more than likely a down payment assistance is not a program for them.
There is a program for them, but they have to qualify. We still use their debt to income ratios
Gotcha.
to qualify them.
Okay. All right. So anyway, other parameters hoops they have to jump through, and
Well, their income, their credit scores. We look at credit scores, and we like for credit scores to be 620.
okay.
Okay, we do have programs for FHA, VA, conventional, and USDA.
Wow. All 4 lender
Yes.
platforms.
Yes.
That's amazing. Okay, so that really triggers so many questions in my head. What about, I remember 8-9 years ago was my first ever down payment assistance program, and it was with you. And I remember that she got the program, but she had to take a class.
That's correct. We do have them take a class. Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac have classes online, and they're free. And they can take anywhere from 1 hour to 2 hours based on their speed.
Okay. And are these classes just to help them know what it means to maintain a mortgage and things like that?
That is, yes, it just shows them the different steps to owning a home, to having a mortgage, and it gives them a lot of information to help fulfill what they need to know.
Okay, so let's say that I want to buy a house and I want to go FHA, but I don't have the down payment to do that. And just for our viewers, an FHA loan takes at least 3.5% of the sales price for a down payment. So could a person get the full 3.5% by taking the down payment assistance program if they qualify?
Yes, we actually have other programs that they can get 4 or 5%.
Oh, to help
down
cover the
payment,
closing costs
to
too.
help pay for the down payment and some of the closing costs.
Oh, wow. Okay. And then on a conventional, are they looking at being able to get up to 20%, or they have to qualify for a 5, 10, 15%? How does all that work?
So on a conventional, if they qualify for a conventional loan, they can get down payment assistance program for 2% or 3% or 4% or 5%. So they can get the down payment assistance for the down payment.
Okay.
They do not have to put 20% down.
Are their interest rates higher because of the down payment assistance?
They are a little bit higher, but there's different programs. Again, there's so many different programs where that down payment assistance could be a second lien that is placed on the property. And it is, if they own the home for 3 years or more, then some down payment assistance programs are forgivable.
Okay.
On the second lien.
All right. So I think what you're saying, correct me if I'm wrong, I buy a house with a down payment assistance program and I own it 4 years. And now I need to move on. I need to sell this house. house if I'm moving out of state or whatever, you're saying that I would not owe back that amount that was my down payment assistance reward, so to speak, and because I've owned it long enough, if it's that program.
That is correct. If you got the forgivable second lien program for down payment assistance program, then you would not owe that.
Okay. If something in my life changes and I do down payment assistance and I get 3.5% and I'm barely into it and I've only paid on that particular mortgage the equivalent of, say, part of it, 1% hypothetically, and I have to sell this house, you're saying at that point I'd owe the full 3.5%, or would I owe 2.5%?
You would owe 2.5%. You wouldn't owe the whole 3% because you've already paid so many months on that program.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. That's great. And with this down payment assistance, does it take longer for the loan to get approved?
No, it takes the same amount of time. So I suggest that borrowers that would want to look into this program to apply, and we look at their situation, their income, their assets, and their credit, and then we can let them know which programs they qualify for.
Okay. Great. Is there anything else that maybe you ought to throw in here that I don't even know what to ask?
Well, down payment assistance programs are, some of them are first-time home buyers and some of them are not. But just to let you know, that first-time home buyer in our industry means that someone that hasn't owned a home in more than 3 years.
3 years.
Yes.
Anybody who hasn't owned a home in their name for 3 years or more qualifies as a first-time
home buyer.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That sounds great. I did think of one other question, but of course I forgot what it was. So I guess, owner occupied.
Yes.
Required.
Yes, it is an owner occupied single family residence.
Regardless of all the different programs, conventional, FHA, VA, whatever kind of loan it is.
Yes.
It has to be owner occupied.
That is correct.
Well, thank you for your time and
thank you.
Great
Thank
information.
you for having me.
Thank you for watching the video today. Please subscribe to our channel and continue to watch our videos. Remember, if you have any questions about buying or selling, that's what we're here for. And we're here to help make it smooth and an easy transition.